Hi guys, today I am going to be showing you how to join Scratch. So you just hit the join Scratch button, you're going to choose a Scratch username, cat, dog. You're going to have to choose a pretty generic one. So you're going to have to, like I was saying, you have to choose a very generic name or a very complicated name or whatever. But there's so many people playing Scratch already, it's going to be hard to find an open name. So let's do horse, giraffe, koala. There we go. Choose a password. I'm just going to do a pretty basic password. You guys can log on to this account whenever you want. Just don't delete anything and just be nice. Birth month and year. Put your normal birth month, but I'm not going to put mine. And I'm from the United States. Next, you have to use your email address. You'll need to approve a few things with your parents if you decide to use their email. And if you're using your parents' email, ask them before you get updates from the Scratch team. But since this is my email, I'll just use it. Okay? Now, it will send you an email to your your email, and you just have to confirm. Your parents will just, either you or your parents will have to confirm it so you can do other things. What are we doing? And then it'll bring you here, or you could just go back to this tab. This is more info, so let's just go back to this tab and I can close this. So let's do a basic Scratch now. Okay. So you can see all these tabs on the other side. So these are all, if you go here, when you share a project, it will pop up here, and then unshared projects will pop up here. And then you can create studios for all of your shared projects. Then if you accidentally delete something you didn't want, you didn't want to delete, you just go here. So let's just do a new project. So in this episode, as you can see, I'm just going to teach you all the basic mechanics of it. So here is the sprites you will always enter with. You can change the name of the sprites. Then you can change its size. Can you still see it? Let's just change it to 500. Not responding. Well, here you can choose your different things for a sprite. You can go to choose a sprite that they provide. You can paint yourself a new one, or you could get a surprise one, or you could upload a sprite you choose from the internet. That'll be a whole different episode. So then same thing with the backdrop. You choose a backdrop they supply. You can paint a new one. You can get a surprise one, or you can upload one. Let's do a surprise sprite. Oh, we got M. I don't want a letter, so I'm going to just do something else. And I'm also going to, as you can see, that little X means you can get rid of them. I'm going to do another surprise. Hopefully I get an actual sprite. Not just a, keep getting letters. Okay, I'm just going to go in here and show you all the different sprites as I can show you, as I've showed you how to delete them and get a surprise spray. And if you go here, you can see their different costumes. If you just scroll over them. And if they don't have a costume, then we're going to use this guy, this walking bear. So I'm going to make him smaller. We're going to do 50. Let's see how big that is. There. 50. There we go. Now if I go to these three tabs, this is where you can make the code for them. Here's where you could change their costume. Then here are sounds. These three tabs will all be different episodes. But that's how you get the sprites on. Now let's do the background. That's in here. You can go through all. But if you really want to, you can go to the fantasy one, the music, sports, outdoors, indoors, space, underwater, and patterns. So let's go to outdoors because we're talking with a bear. I think the forest seems good for this guy. Or you could have done jungle. These must be some pretty big bushes. But I'm going to keep the bear this way because we're going to make, we're going to call this Cub. We're going to make him walk across the screen. Pretty simple, right? You just take the move 10 steps. But, okay, before we start coding, I'll show you through all the tabs. The motion tab is how you make them move. The looks is how you can change different things, like make them talk. The sound, you can make them play different things. The events is like when this clicked, or when space key is pressed, or when loudness is 10, when I receive message 1, broadcast message 1, or whatever. Then controls means wait, repeat forever, if then sensing is if he was touching this color green, he would teleport over here or something like that. Then the operators is how you could make, I don't know, I don't usually use operators. Then you can make a variable, which that will be a whole different episode for different stuff. And then my blocks, you can make a block, which I've never seen done. So cancel. But we're just going to go back to events. When space key is pressed, he's going to move 10 steps. Pretty generic, right? Yep. Then we can also do when left arrow is pressed, and we can change this to right arrow. And we're just going to make him turn around. And when this key is pressed, we're going to make him teleport back here. But in order to do so, we need to know the X and Y. So you can just look right here, and you use the go to, and it already pops up. See how nice. Then right arrow, you're also going to have to point towards direction 90. We're just going to have to mess with this, but if this is 90, then left would have to be negative 90. See? And then you can change the degrees by scrolling. And then you're going to have to move 10 steps again. Okay, let's try this. Okay, to start your scratches, you hit the green flag. To end them, you hit the stop. That doesn't seem right. He rolled over. There we go. Let's see. That's good. Now we're going to make him look like he's walking with the looks slide. You can use the next costume button to make him look like he's walking. Let's just start this over. See, now he looks like he's walking. Even if it does look like he's walking upside down. See, pretty cool, huh? So now to save your awesome project, you're going to have to name it. Then you could either share your project or you can hit save now. And now when you go to my stuff, it comes up. You can hit the delete button if you don't want the project anymore. But apparently you did want that project. You can hit put back. But see, if I go to shared projects, I still don't have one. Which I could share this if I wanted to, but I'm not going to choose to. But now let's just look up different things. Let's look up different. Let's see if this pops up. Who knows? Let's just go to Explore tab. You can choose the all, animations, art, games, music, stories, or tutorials. Let's check out the tutorials tab. Let's just go to animations, because that's what we made today, an animation. Because we made the bear walk. Proof that the earth is round. Let's check this out.